Hello, well done. My name is Aisha Yusufu, and I'm doing this video because of a question that somebody asked me on my YouTube channel in the comment section, and he said, what do I think about One Nigeria? And I just said, okay, let me do that as a video. Basically, I love to talk more than I write, so it's easier for me. For me, actually, One Nigeria is not sacrosanct. It's not a must for us to have One Nigeria. I don't mind either way. Whether we stay as One Nigeria, fantastic. We decide to separate into 36 states or 36 countries, fantastic. What for me is most important and what for me is sacrosanct is good governance, accountability, transparency, development, good healthcare system, good educational sector, great one, development, people having a source of life, people being safe and secure in their own country. For me, rule of law is sacrosanct, separation of power is sacrosanct. And so these are the things that are important to me. It's not necessarily whether we should stay as One Nigeria or not. And so I think for me, it's been 107 years now since the amalgamation of Nigeria, of the Northern and the Southern Protectorate in 1914. And I think it's really important for us as Nigerians to come together and sit down and have what I call the Nigerian talk. Let's sit down and have that Nigerian talk, and then we will ask ourselves whether we really want to be together or not. Or what form of government do we want? Is it going to be a loose federation? Do we want to have devolution of power? Let us have devolved regions. Probably we already have 6 geopolitical zones, right? So if they are all devolved into, they will not be like countries amongst themselves in their own way with devolved power, with power to take care of certain things, be like a government, just like what you have in the UK, where you have England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. They are all devolved powers. There are certain things that the Parliament, the Westminster Parliament, will be the one to make decision on, and then there are certain things that all of these devolved powers will be able to make their own decision and take care of themselves. So we need to have something like that in Nigeria. And for me, it is most important the kind of life that we give citizens of Nigeria. The citizens of Nigeria are deserving of a good life. They're deserving of a great life. They're deserving of better than what they have today. And it is not something that should cause quarrel or anger or animosity or any of that. It's just something that we'll all sit down and have this conversation. There is none of us today alive that they asked us our permission when they were going to merge the Northern and the Southern Protectorate. I mean, that's 107 years ago. How many Nigerians are even 107 years? Even if you were born on that day, you'll be 107 years today. So you were not even matured enough for anybody to have asked you a question. And so we all came together. And if this union isn't working, why are we still together? And most importantly for me is the fact that many people see it as, oh, the moment we break, everything is going to be okay. No. There's nothing that is going to be okay. If we continue with what we are doing, it's still going to be the same problem in pieces, in fragmented pieces, rather than the same problem as a whole. Because today, if you look around Nigeria, every state in Nigeria is like any other state. When you're flying through state capitals and everything, they look the same poverty, the same neglect, the same corruption, the same lack of good quality education, the same lack of good healthcare services, the same lack of development, the same red corrugated haphazard buildings and corrugated roofs, the same kidnapping, the same insecurity. Some might be more than the other in terms of insecurity. But if you're dropped in any part of Nigeria, do you know, without, maybe look at the vegetation, if you're dropped in the city, right, let's say capital, without the mode of dressing and the language, you will not actually know where you are. You're traveling in certain parts of the country. It's almost as if you're traveling in a place that you already know. I've traveled through places. Like recently, I went from Uyo to Calabar by road. And just traveling, there were moments I felt, oh, this looks like Awuchi, this looks like my husband's street. Oh, there were moments I felt, oh, this looks like a place in Kano. Oh, this looks like Kao in Kaduna State. This looks like when we are traveling from Gombe to somewhere. They looked so similar. And in terms of, as we left the cities and started going through the villages, you see some of the houses, mud houses. You see the poverty. You see like 7 children on a bike. They are being taken to school. And you're wondering, all of this suffering, this is supposed to be the oil-rich region with all of this. So we all have the same problem all around. And sometimes when I see Nigerians, you know, beating themselves up, Nigerians being angry at each other and, you know, taking it out on each other, it's really sad. It's really sad because we're all suffering. We are all suffering the same suffering. We are all going through so much. And instead of us to unite and focus on the issues that we have, the problems, and focus on dealing with the problems that we have, we are rather taking it out on each other, fighting each other, insulting each other, and going after each other. We're all suffering. We're all suffering the same suffering. So when people say that, oh, Nigerians can never be united, I say it's a lie. We are already united with so many things. And we saw what happened during the EndSARS. At the Bring Back Our Girls movement, we've always worked on our singularity of purpose is what we focus on, which is bring back our girls. And in the EndSARS, it was EndSARS, stop the police brutality. And so, like I say, when Nigeria said that we cannot unite on things, basically what I say to people that, can we look at the corruption that is affecting us, or can we unite on it? Can we unite on the fact that we don't have good quality education, that the education, the quality of education that a child gets is now dependent on the economic status of its family? That's a crime. Can we unite on that? Can we unite on the fact that we don't have 24/7 electricity? Can we unite on the fact that when somebody needs a heart transplant or liver transplant, kidney transplant, most of the time you have to go out of the country, or you need blood, a lot of things that you need for those who have blood cancer when they're doing, what's this thing they call it? Can't remember the name right now. Where okay, I've forgotten. Hey, normally my videos I don't edit it, so you're going to see it. I've forgotten this, that they give that you need to go at bone marrow transplant. Yes, I remember, I got it. You know, sometimes old age, your brain seems to go away a little bit. So the bone marrow transplant, you need to go out of the country. Can we unite on those things? Can we unite on the fact that if you and I have any serious illness now, we don't have a government, we don't have a healthcare system that will take care of it. We now have to go and start doing GoFundMe. Please help me. I need 100 million to be able to go and do this, take care of my health wherever I broke. Can we unite on that? Can we unite on the fact that youth unemployment, many of them are out of school, they don't have jobs? So there are so many things that we can come together and unite upon it. When people say Nigerians are not united, so when we finish solving all of these problems, when we now have 24/7 electricity, when we now have good quality education, when we now have good cheap, affordable, good housing system, when we now have cheap transport system, when we now have development, good roads, not the potholes that are always killing people, when we have all of this, then we can say, okay, I remember you and I, we don't practice the same religion. You and I, we don't practice the same. That can we now begin to focus on those things that divide us? Because we need to focus on the things that are bringing us together. So for me, basically, on the issue of one Nigeria, it neither means enough. It means it's really not a main issue for me. If we want to be one Nigeria, so be it. If we don't want to be one Nigeria, so be it. I am ready to seek for a visa to Kano, to Enugu, to Lagos, to Owerri, to Bauchi, anywhere. I will seek for visa and go there. My own state, I don't need to seek for visa anyway, so I know that for sure. So I'm good with that. But all that I need to see is the fact that let's have development, let's have good governance, let's have a great nation. We have everything that it takes to be a great nation in Nigeria, but we refuse to be that great nation, and I think that's where the problem is. So we need to focus on that and be that great nation, and just stop sitting down and expecting that, oh, without doing anything that we'll have this nation. By the time Nigeria is divided, it's wishy-washy thoughts. Even if you divide, if we don't take care of this, if citizens don't keep making demands for the right thing to be done, if citizens don't done, keep electing the right kind of people, leaders with competence, character, capacity, empathy, courage, that are patriotic, that are innovative, that are intelligent, that we know how to delegate and ensure that the best thing is done for Nigeria. We'll keep having the same issues, whether we are one Nigeria or 37 Nigerians or 100 Nigerians. So, or 100 Nigerian nations. So the most important thing right now, whatever it is, for me, it's okay. For those who want Nigerians to disintegrate, fine. Let's begin to do it. Let's begin to work on it. Let's have what's this thing called now? A referendum. Let's have a referendum. Let's have a conversation. Let's amicably divide. But in all of that we're doing, it doesn't take away from us citizens making demands and ensuring that the right thing is done. So I hope I answered your question very well. And please, if you have any question, just always ask in the comment section. I will come and I will do a video on it. For me, it's always better to do video than writing. Thank you. Bye.